Whether you like it or not, these times call us to excavate our deepest shadows, our fears, our gifts, and those sticky knots that seem to follow us through life. For some, this is the overgiver. For others, it's about scarcity. Still, others may be dealing with a good girl, bad girl, or good boy, bad girl kind of paradigm. It could also be addiction, chronic dissatisfaction with work, relationship, chronic patterns that aren't serving you. Loneliness, it could be loneliness, no relations or very few, or some other pattern that you may have even worked on a lot, yet has reappeared at this stage in your life, much to your chagrin. So before I go on here with this, I just want to ask you all if you are noticing, because many of the sisters in my community that I've spoken with, both other priestess leaders as well as those in my private community, connections, sister friends, and myself, have noticed a rise of old stuff that we thought we finished. Kind of like this again? Really? Am I really dealing with this again? So I'm super curious if you've experienced that. And if you have, or if you're noticing that an old pattern emerging, let me know in the comments, because that's super helpful information for the other people who watch this. We're not alone. This is part of what's happening right now, at least for some of us. And so that leads me to the next point here, which is this is not a punishment. We're not being punished. Oh, I'm so bad, or I'm so incapable of sorting this out that I'm dealing with this again. No, that's not what this is about. What this is your soul opportunity to clear an incarnational or multi-incarnational knots, or a singular knot, once and for all. So we're digging deep, and that's why I called it spiritual archaeology. Because just like, if you know anything about archaeology, let's say there's a site dig somewhere, think of the famous places, Turkey, Egypt, and what have you. Often there have been civilizations at one layer, but before that, 100 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, there was another civilization or village or city underneath that, and then deeper and deeper and deeper. And so for those of us who've been working on our stuff for a long time, sometimes we're like, really, have I not excavated to the root of this yet? Maybe or maybe not. If it's coming up in your field, there's still work to be done. And I want to do a caveat here. If it feels really like I really cleared this, so why is this coming up again? You may be doing it for your family lineage or the collective, because you have the chops to do it, because you've been working on it. So it's important not to take it personally, not to beat yourself up if you're circling back around with something that you thought you had completed. See yourself, put your little archaeological hat on. I'm the spiritual archaeologist, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so you can expect that during these next 3 years, you're going to find yourself at times being that spiritual archaeologist if you're not currently. Digging up some ancient layers of an old, forgotten city, quote unquote, city from the past.